All right, schedulers, one more thing I wanted to show you was how to keep your teams up to date. So from within the services site, you go to the plans tab. And from Sunday morning, which is the service type you're going to see, if you click this little cog over here, you'll see teams. This will get me into the teams page. And from here, you can select your team. I'm going to select the hospitality team. And that's going to load all of my team members. And you're going to be able to see the positions that they're available for, what times they're available for. I can go in and I can add new positions if I'm changing things up, maybe adding a new role in the nursery. Maybe I want to add some different positions for different teams. You can do that. Or I can go into the teams themselves and start making modifications. So for example, I may want to go in and remove somebody out of this team. I don't want Ben Clearnote to be on the Usher 3 position anymore. So I'm going to remove him. And maybe I want to add him to this Usher greeter position that I have. So I can add that person. I can simply type his name, and you're going to see him show up. I will ask, if you try to add somebody like my son Zion, who is not currently in the services app, it's going to give you this warning and say this person needs to be added. You will be using an additional spot. Do you want to do that? Please do not do that. Just hit cancel. If you need to add somebody who's not currently available, please ask me or Pastor Weeks, and we can add that person for you. We have a limited number of spots, and we want to make sure that we are only adding people that are necessary for the scheduling that we're doing. So go ahead and hit cancel there. The other thing that you can do from within these positions is I can actually look at these individuals and I can make modifications. So Ben Clearnote says that he's willing to serve 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. He calls me on the phone and says, I'm actually only available at the 11 a.m. service. So I uncheck the 9 a.m. service, and now he's only going to be available there at the 11 a.m. service. He also says that he'd prefer that he only be serving on this team once a month, so I can change that preference here as well. Now when I go to schedule this person, he is only going to be showing up with these preferences. So if I use an auto scheduler, he will not show up on the schedule more than once a month, and he'll only show up in the 11 a.m. slot. If I'm manually scheduling, it's going to show him as having an exception. If I've already scheduled him once for that month and I'm trying to schedule him again, it'll say, no, he actually has a preference that he not be scheduled more than once a month, or that he has a preference that he not be scheduled anytime other than that 11 a.m. service. So those are just some ways that you can get in and help people set up those preferences. They can log in and modify those preferences as well. But this way, if somebody calls you on the phone or is trying to figure this out, you should be able to walk them through this as well.